Hi, beloveds. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Danielle White's Ministries. Listen, I've just been seeing these moments where, like a Joseph moment, how Joseph had a dream and how Joseph went through so many different paths in his life, um, and he just endured so much. But as I was reading the word, and as I was reading every season that Joseph was in, every encounter he had, even when his brothers was wanting to kill him off, even when they sold him, even when he went, even when he went to Potiphar's house, even when he went to jail, even when he went through all of these different seasons in his life, God was with him. And not only was God with him, but he had favor. He had favor with the kings. He had favor with the people in the jail. He had favor. There was favor that followed him in the season that he was in. And as I was studying that, it reminded me of the season I had been in. And I just looked around and I said, no matter the season I had been in, God has granted me favor. And so I wanted to remind you on today that no matter what season you find yourself in, God will allow you to be in that season. He will allow you to be in that place, but you will have favor. The favor of God will come upon your life. People will begin to favor you, even though you're in the prison, even though you're in the pits, even though people have lied on you, even though you will still have favor. There will be favor. There will be favor with you. And so I want to listen. Don't get discouraged because of the season that you're in. Don't get discouraged because of what you're facing. Don't get discouraged because of where you are, because it is in that place that God will not only allow people to favor you, he will favor you. And not only that, he is preparing you. You have to go through a process. There is a process that you have to go through to get to the promise, to get to the place of being in top leadership. There is a process that you have to go through in order to get where God is preparing you to get to. Joseph had to go through all of that he went through to prepare him for where God was taking him. Joseph had to go through all of that only to end up where, when he kept telling his brothers and he told his father that he had a dream that they were going to kneel down before him, that he had a dream that he was the head, and that they were going to need him. That was the dream. That was the unction God was giving him. God was telling him the destiny. God was telling him the purpose. God was telling him where he was headed to. God was telling him, God was informing him of where he will be, of where you're going. But in order to get to that place, people have to want to knock you off. In order to get to that place, people have to want to kill you. In order to get to that place, people have to want to lie on you. In order to get to that place, you have to be imprisonment. In order to get to that place, you have to take some losses. In order to get to that place, you have to feel the hardships, because it is in the hardships, it is in those places that God is preparing you for where he's taking you. It is in those places that God is gritting you up in order to get you to the place where your brothers are going to kneel down before you, where your family is going to need you. God has to first prepare you to get to that place. And sometimes that preparation, it don't feel good. It's uncomfortable, but it's for a reason. It's for a purpose. If Joseph would have looked back in that moment, he's not really understanding why his brothers want to kill him, why they hate him so much. Why is this happening? Now I'm in this place and I don't understand. Listen, Joseph, he didn't know that those dreams that he had was preparing him. He had to go through all of those things in order to get to where God was calling him to. And so I want to remind you that even though you may find yourself in a pit, even though you may find yourself being lied on, even though you may find yourself people trying to assassinate your character, even though, you may find yourself imprisonment, even though it's preparing you for where God is taking you. It's preparing you. Listen, it's preparing you. God is preparing that place, that table. Listen, where your enemies will be your footstool. See, and so you have to endure the process. Though the stabbing hurts, you have to endure it, because God is preparing you for greater. He's preparing you for more. He's preparing you for where he has the dream that he's given you years ago. Those dreams that he's given you, he's preparing you for them. You can't have a dream. He can't give you an unction in your spirit and say, this is where you're going, without a process. He can't give you a download of something and say, this is where I'm taking you, without you going through a process to get there. But know that no matter where you find yourself in the process, God is with you. He's with you. You're not there by yourself. Not only is he with you, but he's going to allow favor. You're going to have favor with the people that are prosecuting you. You're going to have favor with it. Listen, it's not going to make sense. It's not going to make sense to you. But it makes total sense to God, because he knows what he's doing. He knows why he's doing what he's doing. He knows the promises and the plans that he has for you. And so it's not going to make sense. The pain is going to hurt, but you're going to have favor. It's not going to hurt too bad, because you're going to have favor where you are. I wanted to remind you of that on today, beloved, because we finding ourselves in seasons, and we're finding ourselves in positions that it hurts, and we're finding ourselves in places, and we're asking so many questions. God, why is this happening? God, why are you doing this? God, what's going on? But there's a purpose to God. There's a purpose to God's madness. God knows what he's doing. It may seem like he don't. It may seem like he's left you. It may seem like that he's just dropped you off in this place. But in order for you to get to the promised land, in order for you to get to the promise, you have to endure the pain. You have to endure what comes with it. And so you have to walk in you have to keep persevering. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep going, so that you can see yourself at that head place. So you can see yourself in that king step, in that king position. You have to see yourself there, and you have to know that God is preparing you for that place. I wanted to leave that with you on today. I wanted to encourage you with that on today. I want you to remember that God is not a God that he shall not lie, and that no matter what season you find yourself in, you'll have favor. Know that God will never leave you nor forsake you. Make sure that you're liking and subscribing to Danielle White's ministry, so we can build a great community here, and know that God is with you. I love you all with the love of the Lord, and know and remember that God loves you. He loves you. He loves you. He loves you.